Welcome to our enchanting world of tales, where the magic of Arabia comes alive. In the land of golden deserts and mystifying valleys, a fascinating story awaits, born from the ancient traditions of Arabian Nights. Let's embark on a journey with Caliph Harun al-Rashid and a blind beggar as their paths cross in a tale of unexpected twists and turns. Our story starts with a curious encounter that will lead us down a path of wonder and discovery.
Riches to Rags, Part 1. Thousands of years ago, there reigned a caliph from the city of Baghdad. His name was Harun al-Rashid. He was a wise and just ruler. He had a habit of disguising himself and roaming around among the common people. He would try to find out what his subjects thought about him and his government. On one occasion, he and his Grand Vizier disguised themselves as merchants and roamed around the marketplace. They were crossing the bridge over the river Euphrates to go to the other side when they saw a blind beggar sitting by the side, asking for alms. The caliph tossed a gold coin into his hands. As he did so, the beggar suddenly caught hold of his hand. "Sir," he said, "pardon me for being so insolent. Please give me a punch on my ear. I have made an oath to God that whoever gives me alms has to box me on my ear. If you do not do as I ask, you must take your money back." He released the caliph's hand but held onto his robe in case he walked away without boxing his ear. The caliph was taken aback when he heard such a strange request. "I cannot do what you have asked me. It would not seem good to do charity and act in such a mean manner." Saying this, he tried to free himself from the blind man's clutches. The man clung firmly to the caliph's hand. Finally, the caliph gave a light punch on his ear and the man let him go. He thanked the caliph for what he had done. After going around the town for a while, the caliph and his grand vizier turned to go back to the palace. As they were on their way, the caliph saw a magnificent new building along the way. It seemed to be the residence of a wealthy man. "Do you know who lives here?" he asked the vizier. "No, your majesty," replied the vizier. "I will go and find out." He asked someone standing by, and the person replied that it was the residence of Cogia Hassan. The man had been a rope maker but had suddenly become wealthy. He had used the money to build this grand house. The Grand Vizier came back and related the story to the Caliph. The Caliph heard it and said, "I must meet this rope maker and also the blind beggar we met on the bridge. Ask them both to meet me at the palace tomorrow morning." The Vizier made the necessary arrangements for the two men to be brought to the palace. They arrived at the palace and were brought before the Caliph. They bowed down and greeted him, each wondering why they had been called. The Caliph turned to the blind man and asked, "What is your name?" "My name is Baba Abdullah, your majesty," replied the beggar. "I called you here because I wanted to know about the strange oath you have made and what was the reason for it," said the Caliph. "Speak without fear and let me hear the truth." The blind beggar threw himself down at the foot of the throne and exclaimed, "Please pardon me for the way I behaved, Commander of the Faithful. It might seem strange to the eyes of men, but what I ask is nothing compared to the terrible crime that I have committed. Even if everyone on earth boxed me on the ear, it would not be a sufficient punishment for me." The blind beggar began to tell his story. Baba Abdullah was born in Baghdad. His parents died when he was young and left him a large inheritance. He took the money and used it wisely. He worked hard and multiplied the money. Soon he was able to purchase 80 camels. He let out the camels to merchants who travelled long distances. He earned a lot of money from the camels. One day, Baba Abdullah was returning with some of his camels from the city of Bassora. He noticed that his camels were hungry and saw some green pastures nearby. He let his camels loose and they grazed on the meadows there. As he watched them graze, he saw a hermit coming towards him. The hermit sat down beside him and rested. They chatted for a while, asking where each one had come from. After a while, the hermit said, "I know of a place not far from here, where there are such riches and wealth that all your 80 camels would carry loads of gold and jewels, and yet there would be much more of the treasure left behind." Baba Abdullah heard this with excitement. He wanted to see the treasure immediately. "Oh, hermit, please show me this place. I want to see this treasure." "I will lead you to the place on one condition. We will load your 80 camels with the gold and jewels found there. You will have to give me half of whatever is loaded upon your camels. We will go our separate ways after that, with no questions asked. This is just a bargain. If you give me 40 camels, what I give back to you will fetch thousands of camels." Baba Abdullah was shaking with excitement. This was going to be an adventure of a different kind, he thought. He and the hermit set out on a short journey and reached a valley. The mountains around it were rocky and deep, and the entrance to the valley was very narrow. They had to lead the camels in a single file to enter the valley. As they and all the camels entered the dark valley, the hermit stopped and lit a fire. He threw some incense into the flames and began to chant some strange words into the fire. The flames leapt up and the smoke from the incense became dense. As the smoke cleared up slowly, the rocky wall of a mountain next to them suddenly opened up. Baba Abdullah peered inside and, to his amazement, saw the most beautiful palace inside the mountain. The hermit and Baba Abdullah entered the palace. Abdullah's eyes opened wide in wonder. In front of him were loads of glittering gold and sparkling jewels. He had never in his life seen such treasures as what he saw before him now. Go on to the next part.
As we reflect on Baba Abdallah's journey, we see that greed and envy can lead us down a path of destruction, while kindness and generosity can bring us true wealth. By downloading the Storywaves app from Apple or Android app stores, you can explore more stories from this collection and cultures around the world. A Storywaves subscription costs less than $1 a month, making it one of the most affordable ways to bring quality stories to your family. All new stories are available on the Storywaves app, and the most exciting content is only available on the app, so be sure to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Storywaves on Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify for updates on upcoming content. Thank you warmly for watching.